I'm going to try to make this quick because I'm sweating my ass off here. So here you see a variable speed wiper switch. Okay. Now this is, I have like 4 of these freaking things. This one has the relay on it. So what happens is power comes into here. This is going to be a black and a white wire here for the factory. Comes in here. Power comes in here. This one plugs. This is like the P and the B and F1 and F2, right? This goes to the motor here. Everything's lubricated. Everything's nice, and this doesn't go here. It's just for the. So I don't want to keep those off the. So power. This goes. It's real simple, right? You got power here, and you got to the windshield wiper motor there. Real simple and everything, and this works, but it doesn't have the variable speed because if you don't apply ground, well, I think this will actually kind of shock my ass. If I, so now you can see it's working here. So you're gonna turn it. Let's say you turn it off, if I can. So there you go. Now, you're like, well, wait a minute, that's not variable, because the variable is like, so you turn it on, right, and then it's typically going to be variable speed, but actually this is full speed. So I'll show you now. So now I have this thing called ground, but you have to have ground to make this variable. Typically this is going to be grounded to the dash. So when I go like this, it gets a slight slowdown, right? Take it off, goes back. So what this is with this, if it doesn't have ground, like I'll turn it all the way down. So that's your all the way down. So it has to have ground to work. Otherwise it just goes right back to full speed. Because this is doing the. So there you go. That's how variable speed, it's how to hook up your variable speed wiper. Single speed's much simpler. It's just got, it doesn't have any of this garbage. So I think it's only 2 wire actually. So, and then you're going to have power and 2 grounds. Now a lot of these things are used to pass through, like one of them passes through to the fuel gauge, and that, I think this comes from the fuel gauge, which power is passing through like the light switch to here, and it goes onto the heater. So you don't have to worry about that if you're, like I said, this is an aftermarket wiring harness. I'm just going to hook one that says go directly to the wiper switch, and that'll be my power based on where the key is, and that's all handled for me. So that's a done. I now have the wiper motor done, and I have the heater switch, the heater blower is even simpler actually. So, but it's like pass in, this passes in, grounds, and goes to these 2 go to the power, comes in, and then the 2 go on to the heater mower. I think these are the 2 here, this one and this one. So that's the next up is to adapt a GM light switch to, and actually swap out the switch and everything. It'll be a pull-out style, and then it'll go up and down. And I don't know if I'm gonna actually have the lights variable. I think this will work. It'll dim the interior lights up and down. So it's not too bad. I mean, it tells you like park, tail. It's not too bad. So considering this is going to be a kit, you know, this is for a generic kit, and it tells you how to do GM. It shouldn't be too hard to map, and I'll have to map. Probably a little more trickier to do. The steering wheel is pretty simple too. So all in all, I should be done pretty quick, at least with the dash here. So